day 15 of 30 days of yoga. This is a little different. I wanted to do this very intentionally at the halfway mark. I wanted to invite you to recognize that the essence of yoga, the definition of yoga is union, which means we bring together, we yoke together the mind and the body and the spirit. We practice that yoking on the mat, and we figure out what's going on in our head and in our heart while we're moving our body through these shapes. Now, what we may have forgotten in our Western view of yoga is that we often feel that yoga is something we need to do, when in actuality, yoga is a way of being. So for today's day 15, I'm going to invite you to practice yoga throughout your day. We're not going to have postures today. We are simply going to remember that the essence of yoga is to be in union. That means you are in union with a friend and a conversation. You're in union when you're watering your vegetables, when you're petting your dog, when you're ordering your coffee at Starbucks, when you say thank you, when you drive, when you shop, when you relate. You are practicing the essence of yoga. Now, I had a whole spiel about this on my podcast a couple weeks ago, where the bicycle wheel that makes up yoga, there are 8 spokes on the wheel. One of them has anything to do with posture or shapes or asana. And so we take the other 7 layers or spokes of this practice, and that's when we truly are living the yoga lifestyle. And that means we think about the principles and attitudes in which we relate to other people, in which we relate to ourselves. Are we harming? Are we non-harming? Are we telling the truth? Are we stealing from someone else? And that doesn't mean an object that we steal, but are we stealing someone's joy by being overly negative? Are we stealing someone's sorrow because we, in our attempt to relate to them, we compare our sorrow with them, and that steals from them? So for today's practice, I encourage you to take a breath and to take this very special practice that is for the self, recycle it into a selfless act, and see how you relate to people and yourself throughout the day. Check in with yourself, be mindful, be present, be loving, be truthful. And then just see how that feels in your life today. My favorite mindfulness guru is John Kabat-Zinn, and he talks about a meditation being something that we do all day long, that we're mindful when we shower, we're mindful when we do dishes, we're mindful when we are in communion with someone else, when we're relating. And so we truly take what we practice on the mat or in a seated position with eyes closed, and we then apply it to our life. So that's what we're doing at the halfway point today. I want you to take what we've discovered about ourselves throughout the 14 days of asana, of postures, the crankiness, that feels good, or my mind wanders, and weave it into your day today. Weave what we've learned into being present, giving back to the world through the principles and attitudes of the practice. And then we'll jump back on the mat or the chair tomorrow. It's, the thing that when I poll people who aren't familiar with yoga, their first mind answer is it's an exercise. It's something that you do. And I kind of want to change the way that we think about that. I'm kind of on a roll. I want to change that. Yoga is not what we do. We don't do yoga. We live yoga. We become yoga. We are yoga. We are union. Okay. All right. That's what I got for you. I'll see you tomorrow, day 16. We will be back in the body, back in the physical practice, and make it a great special day. Really ponder and pause the principles, the things that we've learned, what you've discovered, and apply them to your life today. And that is the yoga lifestyle. Have a beautiful day. I will see you all tomorrow, day 16 coming up tomorrow. Bye.